All right, it's our fourth unit. Very exciting. One of my personal favorites. We're going to be doing some video editing. And we are going to be doing video editing with a software that is free and should be downloaded on your computer already. It's the VSDC video editor. So, in your little down at the bottom left, you can click, and if you type in VSDC, you should see this pop up. So you can go ahead and give it a click to open it. It should be ready to go for you. Now VSDC does have a pro version where you can pay. But the nice thing about this software is we can do everything the pro version can do, except we just cannot export these videos, which we don't need to worry about. So we're not actually missing out on any of the features here, which is nice. It's a pretty good video editor overall. I have quite a bit of experience with video editing. I like Sony Vegas. That's what I be using to make these videos. Maybe some of you have used it before. After Effects is really good. That's more so for video effects, not so much video creation in terms of editing and stuff like that. It's more so just for really high quality advanced effects. But we can actually do quite a lot of stuff with this software. But obviously we're going to keep it simple for now. So this is what you should see, and we're keeping it very simple today. So start project now. Let's just start a blank project. Actually, let's keep it. Yeah, we'll do blank project. So don't worry about changing any of those settings at the front. Just blank project, finish, and we'll be taken here. Now, there's a lot going on, and it's kind of overwhelming. And a lot of the stuff we do not need, especially for now. We might need it later. So what you can do to kind of clean the space up a little bit is you can take your mouse and you can put it here in between, right on this line, until this little icon pops up. And we can click and we can just kind of drag that. Don't compress it all the way, but just kind of put it to the side. Same thing over here on the left side. Can click this bar, click and drag. Because this is the main thing we're going to talk about today, and down here. These really are the only two things we need to worry about. This scopes thing, you can close that out if you'd like. It's not really going to free you up any space, but it's kind of a little distracting once you get some videos going on here. All right, so no point of really talking about much here until let's just get going and see what happens. So video editing, you need a video to edit. So we're going to get our videos from a few different sources, but we're keeping it simple today. So there is a wonderful website called Pexels, and it has a bunch of free videos that you can use, high quality videos too. So if you Google Pexel videos, you'll be taken to this website. This website link will also be in the Canvas description, so you can click there if you need to. Pexels has videos, but it also has photos. So for now, we're interested in videos, so just make sure you have videos selected. And you can really search for pretty much anything you want here. And usually some videos will pop up for it. I suggest just doing what I do for now, just to keep it simple. So I'm going to search for basketball, and I already searched, and I really wanted to find a dunk. So I just typed in basketball dunk. Now, something to note. The videos you're going to be using, because at one point you are going to be left on your own to find your own videos. These long, tall videos that look like this, like they're stretched up, like they're very tall. That's called portrait mode. We don't want these videos right now. We don't want these long, narrow videos. We want landscape videos. So we want nice, rectangular videos that are in this aspect ratio. And that's an aspect ratio of 16:9. So yeah, this video, no good. Like, we don't want the long rectangular ones. We want the small landscape videos. So all three of these are no good. So you should not include these videos into your project. These three are perfect. These are the right aspect ratio. So let's take a video. Let's take this one. See if you can find this one in your pixels. I should probably put the link to this video here too as well in Canvas, just in case you can't. So you're going to see a video that you have that you like or looks enticing for whatever project you're making. And it's going to show you the video. And you've got a little timeline here. And yeah, this video looks good for what we need to do. So I'm happy with it. So what you can do is you can click this free download button. I like to click this arrow, and it's going to let me download certain options of this video. And basically, the lower down this list, the higher quality the video gets. Now, I don't need 4K Ultra HD. I don't need Quad HD. I really just need 1080p. So these will just probably bog my program down, and it won't do me any benefit. So just take one of these HD options. You can take the HD or you can take the full HD. I'm going to take the 1080p option, a little check mark, and I'm going to download it. Now, you got a little pop-up here. This is a website for stock footage, so I'm not donating. I don't get the money for that. So just close it out, and you've got your video downloaded right here. So I'm going to show in my folder, see where it downloaded. And probably a good idea, I notice a lot of you guys don't do this, is to rename the stuff that you download. So I'm going to right click it and I'm going to rename it. You might not have these icons, you're probably on Windows 10. I'll just call it basketball. So once you have your video downloaded, you can whip out VSDC. And then you can go to your folder. And you can click and you can drag this photo into the timeline of VSDC. So down in this area. So you're going to click and drag it down into here. And then just let go. And now I have a video to edit. So if you press the space bar, your video will start to play. And sure enough, it's the exact same video we just saw because we just downloaded it. Yada, 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 there it goes. You can press the space bar again to pause your video. Now this little needle, you may have saw this little needle moving around. That's where you are in the timeline. So if I wanted to go back to the start of my video, I can click and drag the timeline and bring it to the front, just like that. And then I can press my space bar and we're off. So it's just telling you where you are in the video. So you pause it, and we're about halfway through the video right now. So if I wanted to go to the end, just pull it to the end. And once the video's over, it stops. All right, let's do our first edit to this video. Very simple one you'll probably do to every video. This video is too long. I don't want to watch 16 seconds of this video because I have a low attention span. Let's say I just want the back half of this video. So I just want the video from kind of when he starts running and his layup attempt is no good. So I don't want to start over here. I don't want to watch all this crap. That's boring me. I want to start kind of when he starts to drive for the net. That's a good place to start. So what I can do is I can find my start location where I want the video to start. And in your editor tab, so you're probably on this by default, and make sure you have your video track selected. So click, you should be able to hit this button. And there's a hotkey there, so you can go Control K, or you can click this button right here. Once you click that button or press Control K, this will make a cut into your video. So now you have two separate pieces. So you can actually click and drag this piece apart. So if I put my timeline right here and press play, the video starts there now. So this first chunk, I don't want any of this. This was stuff I didn't want. So I'm just going to click it, and you can press your delete key on your keyboard, or you can just right click it and you can select delete. I don't want it. Now what you can do is you can click and drag this end piece and you can pull it all the way to the front of your timeline. Just like that. And VSDC has a setting where it's automatically going to fill up your timeline with this new video, which is kind of nice. So now if I go to the start of my video, it starts here. Same thing at the end of my video. Ball misses. I don't want this extra stuff. That's too much. I just want him driving to the net, layup attempt, and I want to end the video here. So what I can do is I can put my cursor where I want the video to end. I can hit it with a Control K. And now I've got this piece. I don't want it, so I can hit delete on my keyboard. Or you can right click and select delete. So now I've got the piece of the video that I want. I cut out all the extra stuff. Boom. About 5-second video. So we trimmed this video. That's what it's called. You'll probably do that with literally every video you add. All right. Something else we can talk about is text. So if I bring my cursor to the front, you should see this little text icon. So if I want to add some text to my video, I can click it, text. This window will always pop up. You don't really need to change anything right now. It's just press OK, just be done with it, move on with your life. And what will happen is it will allow me to draw a text box. So I can click and drag and create a text box. Just like that. Now there's no text inside the text box, so I can click inside it and I can type some text. So you should still be in the editor tab. If you're not, just click it. And here's all of your options to edit your text. So for example, if you want to change your text, highlight it. And really, there's only a couple settings you're going to change. You've got text color here. So if you wanted to change the color of your text, got all these colors to work with. I'm going to just leave it white for now. White text is nice and easy to see for this video. You probably want to change the font. So you've got all these fonts you can look at, whichever ones look cool to you. So change your font. You don't have to choose the same one as I'm. Now, couple options here. I can change the size of my font like this. I can do that, which is totally cool. Or in your properties window, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with properties window in this unit, so maybe it's good to get familiar. There's also an option if you scroll down to fit to size. So if you click that, your text box will automatically fill up your text box size. And then you can press escape on your keyboard, or you can just click elsewhere. And now I can move this text. So if the text is too big, maybe I want it to only kind of this big. I can shrink my text box, go to the properties, and hit fit to size. And it's a bit smaller. Just like that. So then I press play. Now, just like Photoshop, this timeline works with layers. So for example, the very bottom layer is my video. And I have my text on top. See how this layer is on top of this one? What you can do is you can click and drag this layer and you can pull it down so that it's on the bottom. But you wouldn't want to do that because now the video is the top layer and it's covering this bottom layer. So let's put it back up to the top. Now, what if I only wanted this text to show up right when the ball comes out of his hand and hits the backboard? What if this is the point I wanted to show the text? Well, what I can do is I can hover my mouse over the edge of this text layer, and I can click and I can drag it right to my timeline right there. So now if I go back to the start and press play, there's no text, right? No text, no text. Boom, now there's text. So you can see this text only pops up right there, right when it hits the timeline. And similarly, I could make the text disappear right kind of, I don't know, right when the ball leaves the frame of the backboard. So I could click and drag and I could tighten it up just like that, pull it up to the timeline. So now no text, text, no text. Just like that. All right, that's probably good for a little starter. At least get you going on your first assignment. You want to save this file? You can hit this button right up here. Oops, save project. Or just Control S. So save this file, click it, and where are you going to save it? Well, you're going to save it to your H drive. So your H drive with all your numbers, click it, find your ICT folder, and you're going to have to make a new folder. Call this one VSDC. Go inside it, and you can save this as intro. Click save. All right, there you go. Very, very simple basics to VSDC.